So I have this ex that I was with for a number of years. And he had an aunt. That aunt just so happened to be a friend of my sister's before I had started seeing this fella. Well, this woman had a lot of ups and downs in her life, which is irrelevant to what happened to her, but as she sat on her porch after having moved from place to place to place to get away from the man who was her abuser, he found her and stabbed her 27 times on her front porch. And I remember my sister going to her funeral. But then if you skip ahead a little bit, and there was a young woman, 21 years old, with a child, who was a friend of my sister. Her mother, the 21-year-old girl's mother, was a sister of my friend. This 21-year-old woman who had a child by a man who the father was not present was also fleeing the child's father. In the neighborhood where we were living at the time, this young lady decided to go to the store. Well, while she was stopped at the stoplight, out of nowhere, this child's father jumps up on the hood of the car of this young woman and shoots and kills her through her window. The front window of her car. He shot through the window and killed her right there. He jumped up on it and killed her. Both of these men did this over other women. They had cheated on these women with these other women. And because they wanted the good women back, the good women were distancing themselves from the abuse that they were being inflicted with because of these other women that were getting the attention that these women were being neglected of, and the men were causing all of this. I'm not blaming all men, I'm blaming these particular men. Now, I have experienced this type of behavior from men, not to the point of death, but to the point of near death. I have been put in situations by men with women who wanted to erase me out of the picture. How do you think they wanted to erase me out of the picture? Do you all think I'm out here playing with you men and with you women? You think this is a game? As you watch a woman in New York walk up to another woman and shoot her point blank in the head. You guys think this is a game? Well, I'm sorry you think that it's a game, but from where I sit over here on the side, I can assure you it's more than just the game that you think that you're playing. There's a lot of other ugly things going on in the mix of it, and you can't see it because you're busy playing the game. I'm cheering something different from the sideline. The men are needed. The men need protection. Just as well as the women do. It gets ugly, folks. It gets real, real ugly. I'm not going on camera for nobody. These StreamYards and all of these things, they're recording everything. What I don't do for the protection of other people. I need protection, but I do everything that I do for the protection of other people. I need to be protected so I can protect other people. Does that make sense to anybody? Yeah, I'm just not willing to throw bodies on the ground and just snub my nose up and turn the other way. I don't have those abilities to do those things. I'm also a woman, and so therefore the way that I handle things may be different than the way another woman will handle things. But I'm handling things like this. And if another woman is doing better than me, then let her do better than me. But I'm just going to do this because I'm not in competition with anyone. Everyone else can compete. Everyone else can have that because it's bigger than a competition. It's way bigger than a competition. It's so big. It's so much bigger than a competition. It's not a competition at all.